We got to talk about this for a second because Rob brought up a great point, and I want to hear your thoughts. Like, is this a John Thompson, Georgetown type of thing where he's hovering over the program still, or is this going to be John Shire's program? What's the story here?
I don't think it'll be hovering like Big John, and certainly it doesn't sound like he has any desire to be that. But again, you don't know until it happens, right? You have no idea. Does Kay have enough hobbies, enough interests to stay away?
My thing is like Kay's leaving, but he's keeping that giant office, and they're keeping John Shire in a closet. Like,
Really?
It's a small little
office. He's about to be the head coach at Duke University, and they can't get my man a bigger office.
But it's not about him.
I think we overplay the K thing
It's
a
about
little
K,
bit.
right?
I think he's done. He's ready.
Well, then get out of the
Like
office.
what we saw yesterday when we were expecting all this emotion. Sometimes the emotion is just, yo, I'm tired.
I wonder, listen.
I had enough.
Is there any chance that we didn't see the emotion because he's not 100% sure he's done? Is there
He's done.
any chance?
He's done.
Oh, my.
But is there any chance that he was thinking in the back of his mind?
He goes full Tom Brady.
I
Hey,
may
just
not
so
be
you know,
that.
this
There
is
you go.
the
He
man.
goes full
There
Tom
you go.
Brady.
This is the man. This is the
I'll
man
say
that
this.
broke the news that
Tom
Coach K was
Brady did it.
retiring. He broke the news that Coach K was retiring.
You
What did he
know.
just
Why
end?
can't Coach K do it if Tom Brady did?
No,
he can.
Don't
he
tease
can do
that,
it.
Jeff.
Sure he can.
Don't
Jeff,
Randolph.
don't tease that.
Why? Why
Jeff,
can't he
don't
do it?
tease
that.
I'm not
This is
saying he's
Shamond
going to.
Williams.
I'm
I'll say
saying
this.
he could. Why can't he if
Maybe
he
he
changes
doesn't
his
want to
mind?
lose to Carolina
If
his
it's
last
not for
time.
the
He wants to
pandemic, he may have been done. Before, we don't know. And he finally got a team that gave him a legitimate run at winning a national championship, and it was like, hey, it was a better time to do it. He's been sliding toward this for years.
Well, what if he says, hey, Derek Lively's pretty good, Dariq Wyatt's pretty good. That's a pretty good shot too. I'm back.
To me, his retiring is, I think that those guys are good, but I don't know if he views
Why
those
couldn't
guys
he
as the
do
same
it?
thing.
But why
He's not
couldn't he
gonna
just
do
say to John Shire, "Hey
This
man,
would be
like
wrong.
I'm gonna come one more.
It'd be wrong.
I want
not
another.
It's not fair.
I got a bigger
I
question.
I want another
It would be-
tour.
it'd be
I
wrong.
liked it.
I got
I
a-
liked all the attention. I want
I
some
got a
more.
better
What would be
games.
question.
hilarious
I got a
if
better
like Coach
question
K,
for you
Coach
guys.
K busted through this curtain and goes, "Gotcha," and then
No, wait a minute.
I got a better question for you that's
Okay.
probably that's more realistic that we're not even thinking about. Because of who he is, you think about this move. How much do you think the decision of, again, when Coach K appointed Shire, there's a lot of guys out there who are coaching who felt as though they were on that pedestal a hell of a lot higher
Hell yeah.
than he was that
Yes.
deserved the job. So you get this Tommy Amica situation that comes out, and then that comes out, and then again, remember, he coached the first half. When that article broke, then he didn't coach the second half against Wake. Some people feel as though, hey, he didn't want to answer media questions about that afterwards.
Some people felt that way.
You know? That's the rumor. But having said that,
I haven't heard that rumor.
you hadn't heard that? No, it's just something I read on Twitter, I think. I read it on Twitter.
Well, you read a lot on
You
there.
know, I do. But let's be honest. There's a lot of guys that felt as though they were prepared and ready for that job.
The
And then
problem
when
was
he-
none of them. The timing was such that you couldn't give it a Wojo. I always felt that Wojo was going to be the guy.
But Tommy felt as though, obviously, everyone felt like the timing would have. Let's say what we want, none of them would have turned it down. So if it was
Tommy
offered to
didn't want it.
JD,
Tommy didn't want it. I'm telling you, he didn't want it.
I don't think he did, but
But he
again,
would've had to
if
take
if it was
Sure.
off, because I think a lot. Let's
How do you say no to him?
You're not saying no. to
Can't
that.
say no.
There's-
But I'm
he's
telling
not
you,
saying no. Because
all
that's
the
one
guys that
job
I
he
always
goes
talk
with.
to, the one thing they will say is, please, don't get that call. Like, I don't want the
don't want
call.
the
If
I don't
Wojo
want-
didn't
I
go
don't
to
want it.
Marquette and just stayed at Duke,
Yeah, he'd be the head coach, of course.
Yeah, absolutely would.
He was to me, he's been the guy that K wanted
But he failed
to
him.
give it to. Yeah, you couldn't do it. He was fired.
All
The
right.
timing was bad.
all right, let's get to a couple more things here before we wrap it up. What is Roy Williams thinking right now?
Oh, I think he's ecstatic. Like you see him in the crowd. That's the coolest part of all this right now for Hubert. Like you got a guy that is. Sometimes you wonder if the Hall of Famer, the icon, wants the next guy. Hey, I want him to do well, but I don't want him to do too well. Roy, it looks like he is so bought into this and having so much fun because Hubert is his guy. He picked him.
But K picked Shire. So when you do that, you better support it and hope it get right. I think he's relieved because he got it right. He knows he got it right, and it didn't start that way.
He
And
was ready, and he was entirely
he
ready.
was definitely
like
ready.
there's
It's
no
just a matter of
regrets.
whether you're getting the opportunity. Look at the difference in the two programs. He gives it to one of his guys, and
Yeah.
no one questions it. They're all here. They're supporting it. And Shire now we're going to see how it is with Shire.
But
I
you're
have a
never gonna,
question
can you
for you guys.
imagine Kay in the crowd going like this? Yeah, like
He's in a no-win
Like, think
situation,
about it,
no.
but he'll never do it. Like Roy, that's the beauty of watching Roy, right? Like he's so excited for it.
Is
like
Kay
it's
gonna
cool.
go to Duke games and like?
That's what I'm saying.
Will he do that?
Yeah, he's gonna be hanging out with the Cameron Crazy.
Yeah, he's gonna go in the section doing
He's
the
gonna
dance.
be right behind
when
us.
Cascada comes
He doesn't
on.
even- he
Fizz
doesn't-
He's gonna
every
sleep in
time
a
he touch.
tent. He's gonna sleep in a tent.
He already said
before the game.
he already said he didn't know
He's
where
got-
he was going to
it's
sit,
named
so
after
he's
him.
not going.
He
It's named after
says
him.
where he's gonna sit.
He said he doesn't know where he would sit.